thought I'd come on and show you, let y'all know how excited I am about this new update. Y'all, when you see so many words, you don't know how excited you really should be about these things. I am so excited about this new update because I personally am a hoarder of all things visual, like images and such. And as a result, I have crashed more than my share of documents because they were so huge. And over the time, it has given us some awesome, awesome fixes for it. But this time we got one that kind of keeps things from getting into our document in the first place. Now we can, before this update, and we can still do it, don't get me wrong, but we could change the resolution just by clicking a button and it would check the whole document and make images smaller. But in our symbols, the symbols always stayed the same size. And I personally have had just flowers, just a picture of a group of flowers, like this one right here. Right now it says 1.22 megabytes, which is still kind of big. However, that thing was like 26 megabytes when I first pulled it into Zoom Notes. And every time I would use that image on my document, it would include that 26 megabytes. So, if I use that thing as a monthly icon for every day, then it added 26 megabytes to that document. That was history, and since then, like I said, you could press one button and change the resolution of all those things. But the deal is, whenever it's a symbol and it's that big, sometimes you kind of sort of forget that it is there and that you've added that much, and you get busy and you just don't bother just checking for the resolution and doing that step. This is going to help us not have that problem ever again. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. Now, let me read the update and what it says. New function to limit the resolution of image symbols which contain a single image. Now that is important, and I'll show you why later. You can select the maximum image resolution you require, and new symbols you create will be checked and the resizes accordingly. You can also check existing symbols, but beware, this is not undoable. Now, first of all, what that has just said is, if you've got the settings set, which let me show you where it is. If you go to your symbols icon, up at the top, the little tools up there, see it's got resize images. And if you toggle that on, you can set it to be as big as you feel like you need it. Now, I have moved it all the way to the left, which the minimum it can be is 512 pixels. And I feel like most of what I do could be even smaller than that, but that's the smallest. So I set it to the absolute smallest I could do. And you can always come back later and run that resolution check. If you've made something smaller in the document, you can check resolution and it will resize it again if it needs to. But I have set it, I've toggled it on. So now anything that I pull into Zoom Notes will be at that resolution or whatever. If it's smaller, it'll come in smaller. It's not going to make it bigger, I don't think. It's just checking to resize the ones that are larger. Now I'm going to toggle it off just so I can show you what I'm talking about. I don't have it on. Now what I have discovered is that will come back. Once you've set it, it kind of toggles itself back on. And I'm not real sure when that happens, but it was like, oh yeah, thank you, because I will forget. But what I'm going to do is pull in my, drag my images that I've downloaded from different sites, and I'm going to drag them into my symbols folders here. And I'm just going to pick one that's really big. Now, I'm just going to pull in an image. All these up at the top are zipped. And that's not what I'm trying to pull in to show you. Let's say this one, I'm going to do this colorful one, the blue thing. Right here, it's 17. That, right now, it is, let me get back, done. It says it's 17.6 megabytes. Now, if I used that, no matter how big it was, it would add 17.6 megabytes every time I used it if I didn't run that resolution check. And if I drag it into Zoom Notes, just drag it in and drop it. See, when I dragged it in, even though it says it's 17.6 megabytes here, in Zoom Notes it's 24.71 megabytes. Now, I'm not real sure what happened there, but that's huge. Now, it's huge because I never ever plan on like projecting it onto the wall. So, you lose resolution the bigger it gets. And I don't plan on using anything that is going to be blown up. It's not going to get bigger than this page. And, even down at the 300 mark, it's plenty big enough. But now watch. I've just drug it in and it's 24.7. But if I go up here and I turn on that resize images, and I've got it at 512, now if I drag it in and drop it, see, it's 1.67 megabytes. So it went from 24.71 megabytes down to 1.67 megabytes. Huge difference. Okay, I can't tell y'all. That just makes me breathe easier, because I'm just so sloppy about remembering to do the resolution, and suddenly things get huge. I have had some very big documents. Okay, so that makes my day. Now, another awesome feature about it is that, like I said, I'm a hoarder of all things images. All these are folders and folders in folders, and I have a boatload of images. Now, I've already run this, so all of my images have automatically been resized. Y'all, that is huge. It just happens so quickly. But watch, let me show you. I just want to show you that I still have the bigger size. I've got that 27.71 that's still there right here. So I'm going to resize everything that's in this folder, or in this my symbols thing. And I'm going to go to select. Now, I can choose to go to, just select one document and resize it. I can do that, and it will automatically change it. But faster, and you can do it by the folder. If you select just one folder, it'll do just the one folder. But you can also do everything that you've got. Now, he does give the warning that if you do it here right now the way I'm about to do it, you can't go back. Now, you could always load them again, because if you're like me, you still have them on the hard drive too, or on the cloud or whatever. And so you can always go back and get them that way, but you can't undo this feature. So just know that. Now, if you look down on the toolbar for this thing, we have the trash can, we have whatever. Then you see the little square that has the arrow pointing down to the smaller square? That's the magic button. And that's the one you have to know what you want when you do it. And like I said, I've already done this to resize all of my stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and push it. It says, are you sure you want to do that? And it says maximum resolution is set to, mine is set to 512. And he says again, this is not undoable, but I'm going to go ahead and put yes. And watch what happens. Look, see how fast, I don't know if you can see them at the top left, but you can see it going through every single file, every single symbol you've got. Now, again, I'm going to show you what looks like an image, but isn't. And it doesn't do anything but images. So as soon as it's done here, I'll show you that. It doesn't take long. And it's just this fast if it had a lot to do. But it should only find the one. I need some waiting music here. Gosh, I hope it's syncing with the voice and the action. I apologize if it's not. I don't know how to fix it. That's one of the reasons I haven't been doing as many videos as I normally do. Because it's very discouraging to spend 30 minutes doing a video and it not be synced and it be very confusing for you guys. So I've just not been doing it. However, this needed to be done. Now, also, I don't know if you noticed, he does have the question mark next to the, the features. See, it just did it. And it flashed real fast. I don't know if you saw it. I didn't see it because I was talking. But I think it said that one thing had been changed. But if I go to... I was going to show you that. I was trying to remember what I was going to show you. Go back here. See, he's got the question marks that explains what's going to happen when creating a new symbol from a single image. This will check the resolution of the image, and it will, and if it exceeds the threshold, it will resize it to the threshold resolution. So happy. Okay. So now everything that I've got has been changed. But see, the beauty of it also is it also keeps the names. When you drag and drop, like I did to pull from my iCloud and dropped that image, it keeps the name of the file. Beautiful thing. And this also keeps the name of the file, so you're not having to go back and rename all that stuff. Now, let me show you. If I look here, now all these are the folders. I've got it sorted by folder. But if you notice, this one right here is still, this right here is still 7.38 megabytes. Very big. And that's, if I just tap on it, well, no, I gotta do done and then select it, then tap. Now that just added 7 meg to this document. But the reason, even though it looks like an image, it isn't. It's a group of two different things. So if I ungroup it, go here and go to ungroup. It says it was successful. And you can see that it's more than one thing. Okay, it's actually two images. But I'm going to put them back together again. And I'm going to select both of them. And do copy as image. So it's taking it from two pieces that are grouped to one image. And then I'm going to paste. And there you have it. Now I want to pull it into edit, which I couldn't have done when it was a group. I can pull it into edit, and I'm just going to pull the sides in just so I don't have so much space around it, and do done. And now I can add it as a symbol. I'm going to select the symbols and just do add. And it now is 1.1 megabytes from 7.38. Okay, so that's how you would reduce that. And that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. Be sure and set that so that your images come in and they're always, it's like, yes, that's all I know about that. Okay, y'all have a great day here. Bye.